Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to take a look at the LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. I feel like this is one of the best units in the game. I feel like after doing the World Tour for a while, I probably am settling on this unit actually at number 2, I think. More so because the current meta of difficult content is kind of like shorter term, right? Like the Wicked Bloodline Red Zone, a lot of the Red Ribbon Army Red Zone, aside from Cell, right? A lot of these fights are sort of geared around really the first couple of turns, not really like often going way past turn 10 or something like that. This unit in particular, I think, is very interesting just in the fact that we have the stacking on both super attacks, greatly stacking on 18 key and regular stacking on 12 key. That is very, very powerful. And then, of course, every turn they could quad super based on if we get 18 key, we get a guaranteed additional with a 70% chance of super. And then at 24 key, we get a guaranteed additional super. So we're just stacking, we're stacking, we're stacking, we're stacking. If we get some sort of difficult content that's very, very long, which I feel like we are, because there's many characters such as Fusion Zamasu, STR Carnival LR Super Saiyan Goku. A lot of characters have released over the last several months that feels like they want to be in content that's longer than what we have available to us right now. So if that is the case, this unit is going to be very, very interesting. You know, when there's like a super long, you know, they're getting, 15 super attacks in, and we're still in the fight and stuff like that. That is going to be very, very interesting. Now, remember, this unit and the other 8th Anniversary LR, they are introducing this sort of new mechanic into the game. It's kind of like the standby. I mean, it's fine. I think it does feel fresh, even though it is essentially kind of just like active skills, and it's very similar to, like an exchange mechanic or transformation or something like that. Like, it's pretty much just the same thing, but to me, it does feel very fresh. I would say one thing that is definitely a bummer here is that we do have the intro skip and the active skill skip. They do need to put in a standby skip as well, because especially like when I was doing the, nuking event against Kid Buu and Omega Shenron, it's like having to just sit there and watch these long-ass standby animations. It's like, oh, brother, man, it's the animations are incredible, but not when I'm frustrated, struggling in an event here. And them having the skips is one reason I feel like they're so comfortable making these animations just go on and on and on and on. Like, think of like LR Golden Frieza's intro. Like, if you had to watch that every single time you ran LR Golden Frieza, it could potentially get frustrating. Now, this unit, there's not really a ton of weaknesses with, this LR right here. I guess perhaps we could say that this is a character we do want to run in slot 2 for the most part. Because check out the way this unit is designed, right? Where in slot 1, we get an extra 100% defense, and they get 1 key per key sphere. And then in slot 2, they actually get 2 key per key sphere and an extra 100% attack instead. The extra 100% defense, I believe it just applies. Hold on, let me. So we actually got kind of unlucky in the orbs right here. Let me just hit this. I believe this this buff kicks in right away. So we're at 285. Does this just kick in right away right here? Let's see. No, it doesn't. Okay, so I know the 100%, it is a start of turn buff, but it activates, I think, it's like Vegeta and Trunks, right? Vegeta and Trunks, they have that extra buff in slot 1 that does proc before the enemy attacks right at the start, but after the point where you're able to see it. But an extra 100% defense, it's not a true 100% defense in that their defense doubles right here. It's not that big. Even if it was, it's still worthless. That's not going to help you. Like, just running them in slot 1 like that, it's not good enough. This is a character we are going to be running in slot 2 for the most part. By the way, Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku, we have all 7 links activated here. Saiyan Warrior Race, Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Experienced Fighters, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. I would say the chances of Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku getting his EZA during the 8th anniversary are ungodly high. I just feel like it's going to happen. Like, AGL LR Gohan, he came out just a couple of months before this guy, and he's, EZA earlier in January. STR Cooler came out, 2 months before Spirit Bomb Goku. He already got his EZA. So I just absolutely do expect it to happen. Wow, okay, pretty bad turn right there, I guess. We got a little bit unlucky with Ki. This unit, is not really going to struggle for ki for the most part. I mean, one of the reasons is we are going to want to overload with orb changes as much as possible for various reasons. But every super attack that Goku and Vegeta do, they are actually building up 2 different mechanics. Dude, what is this just like the most cursed run ever? There's just like, Kid Goku is a rainbow orb changer. Look at this. Are you kidding me? What the hell? Okay. Anyway, so they build up 2 things every time they super attack. A permanent 1 ki every time they super, which I think is really strong and is going to allow them to look pretty good as the fights go on. But the other thing they build up is crit chance. They can build up to a 50% chance to crit with each super attack they do. Typically, I would probably say that's enough for me to not want to give them crit in the potential system. But when we sort of, do the standby skill, they don't have any crits built in while we're charging up the Spirit Bomb. So at that point, it really is pretty important to actually be having them, have crit in their potential system. I did just sort of vaguely go, like, additionals and crits. Again, when you swap into base Vegeta and base Goku, you don't have crits built in, right? And you really do want the Spirit Bomb to crit as you're charging it up. So it's like they really, I'd love to give this character full dodge, but I did feel like an offensive build probably would make a lot more sense here. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this Spirit Bomb Goku right here in slot 1 like this. And now we're going to get a really nice turn. So we're at 428k defense. Again, in slot 2, we're going to very easily get, extra 2 ki per orb. One thing that is kind of cool with this Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta 2, they actually do have 3 different KO screens. I guess, actually, do they have a KO screen on the normal Spirit Bomb? I know the Super Spirit Bomb, of course, has, maybe the best KO screen in the game. Does the normal Spirit Bomb have a KO screen, though? Well, I actually have not yet gotten that myself, the normal Spirit Bomb. We'll make sure to do that in this video right here. So they have a KO screen on both their 18 ki and their 12 ki in base right here. And then remember, when we exchange into Vegeta, he does not have any, he can't attack at all. All right, so there was this, just kind of like an opening warm-up run. There's still a lot to talk about this character. Again, I want to get the 12 ki KO screen. I want to get the Super Spirit Bomb KO screen. A lot to do. Maybe we just get up to like turn 15 or something like that, see how much their defense can stack. Overall, this is an incredible unit. This unit to me feels very fresh. The standby skill, even if it is, oh my god, it's just active skills, or it's just exchange, it's just transformation, to me, it does feel pretty fresh. Alright guys, turn 1. Let's let Goku and Vegeta sort of go crazy. So, in order to actually do the standby, there's 2 different conditions that we can fulfill. I love when they're doing this with these major units. Giving them an HP restriction, but then also giving them an alternative way to hit it, I think is very good, because it accounts for many different situations. So we could do this at any point if our HP is below 50%. This part of the mechanic is actually much stronger on the GT side of things, since you could essentially, Super Battle Road, Battlefield, all these different places hit it with the Spirit Bomb very fast, right? And then get the full heal with the Revive. But Goku and Vegeta, remember, we have to charge the Spirit Bomb up with the Buu Saga one. So either under 50% HP, or 4 or more attacks starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. Now, this is very good, because doing 4 attacks, you literally are going to do very commonly. Like, it's going to be incredibly common to do 4 attacks with this character. Unlike, LR Beast Gohan, where he has to do super attacks to build up his passive. With Goku and Vegeta, you just need to do normal attacks. So it's like we have a guaranteed super right here. Then we have the additional, that's a 70% chance to be a super. Then we have the guaranteed super, and then we could get the hidden potential system additional. Even though 2 could be supers and 2 could be normals, that'll still give us what we need for the standby skill. So it's beautiful design. Again, we have all 7 links activated. This is, I mean, damn near their max turn 1, I suppose, right here. Let's see what they do. Again, this is 200% leader skill. We have all 7 links activated with this character, who's probably going to ease the A in a week or 2. I would be pretty surprised if he doesn't. Let's see what Goku and Vegeta are able to put up for us. And they give us 13 mil. That's just turn 1. Now, keep in mind, they stack defense with every super attack they do, and then they get 50% attack on their 18 key and 30% attack on every other super they do for the turn as well. So we can just see them put in insane numbers. Like, you see the numbers they're putting up. And it's like, this additional we're doing right here is guaranteed. We already missed a 70% chance. We didn't get the hidden potential system additional either. I typically have... It's very annoying, right? Like, I'm sorry. I have very bad luck in this game always. You guys know this. I mean, we did 3 attacks right there. Keep in mind, my Goku and Vegeta, we have 22 additional. You guys, if you watch my videos, you see this. Why do you think I build units full dodge? Because the dodge procs for me more often than crits and additionals in the potential system. It does. They dodge left and right when I give them dodge. But then, like, because it's like, so remember, the additional hidden potential system, that can proc on every single attack. So all 3 attacks, we did not get the hidden potential system additional to proc right there. It is actually so common to get 4 attacks with this character, provided you got their key. If you got the key that they need, they're going to give you 4 attacks very, very often. And it's going to be very common that they're going to do 3 super attacks, which is really good. And they're just stacking that defense up and stuff like that. Right now, defensively, they're not really overwhelming until we would use the standby. It's once we, use the standby and use Spirit Bomb, that's when Vegeta becomes a defensive god. But in base, they're not anything special or impressive in any way defensively. It's like, we could see, like, start to turn 800k defense, stuff like that. Oh, yeah, nice. But against the biggest bosses, it's just not enough. It really isn't. If they extend some difficult content moving forward, yes, for sure. I think that defensive stacking of theirs will be very powerful. But if we're comparing them directly to the other Anniversary LR, which is pretty much the only comparison we should be making anyway, that LR with their build-up damage reduction, I just feel like is stronger than the build-up crit that the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta have. And, the stacking defense is really good, but stacking defense, it becomes uber busted when, chat, tell me, quick, when you also have something else with it, like guard. Why is Tech Ultimate Gohan so good? It's because he's stacking and he's guarding, right? Like, that's... I mean, I understand, like, why they don't have guard. I'm not saying they should have guard or something like that, but it's just defensive stacking alone is not enough. Now, this is them at 500k after 2... We've done 2 super attacks, and they're at 500k. So, it's like, you can get to some just outrageous numbers moving forward. And remember, every time they super attack, they are building up ki as well. Every super permanently gives them 1 ki for the entire fight. That's why it's like I am just so thirsty for a difficult content stage that lasts until like turn 20. How is that going to work, right? Like a 20-turn fight. Seeing this character like fully spread their wings and go crazy would be very, very fun. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do here, let's just let these boys charge up for a little bit defensively. I just want to maybe get to like turn 10 plus or something like that. Let's come back and see what their defense looks like on like turn 10 plus. We still have to get the KO screen for their 12 key super. We still have to get the KO screen for, of course, we haven't even done the standby yet. But I want to get both the Super Spirit Bomb and the regular Spirit Bomb. To this point of owning this character, I've never done the regular Spirit Bomb. I feel like some situation would show up where you would just want to use the regular Spirit Bomb, but I feel like it's pretty uncommon. Because it's not like it's very difficult to charge up the Super Spirit Bomb. And it's not like you're, oh my god, you're just dying that, to do more damage because Vegeta can't super. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, he can't take damage, which is, like, more important. So, alright. I'm going to cut, and we will return a few turns down the line. And we'll see what their defense is looking like a little bit deeper into the fight here. Alright, guys. Here we are on turn 11. And look at this. This is where this character can get very silly. I mean, this is turn 11. Like, you can hit turn 11 pretty easily on some of these big fights. But keep in mind that as more powerful, like, offensive juggernaut characters come out, LR STR Cooler, if you get good luck, LR Beast Gohan, Ultimate Gohan can go really crazy, right? He can put up insane amounts of damage. The 8th Anniversary LRs put up damage like this, so you will be moving through these, even longer fights like Red Zone Broly, Red Zone Omega, pretty fast. So here we are at 1.45 million defense. Remember, they are stacking permanently. They're not going to be increasing their damage permanently, but they are increasing their defense. So here's where, let's just go ahead and use the standby right here. Again, we could do this, you know, either we do 4 attacks from the 4th turn, or when HP is under 50%. I do love this animation, so good. You know, Vegeta's voice lines are a little quiet in that standby skill, I did notice, which that's, I guess, a bit of a shame there. So, okay, so now we become Vegeta. Now, I think Vegeta, to me, is very interesting, and this is maybe this character's greatest asset. Our links do change up a little bit, by the way. We now get Saiyan lineage, and, oh my god, they have tough as nails? Yeah, wow, toughness warrior. That's interesting, because remember, this is a defense and damage reduction link. Is there characters in here we could link up with? Maybe the Goku and Piccolo, potentially like Yajirobe at points. Okay, interesting. Again, our links do change up a little bit once we transform to Vegeta. It doesn't matter, though, because base Vegeta cannot attack. We have no attacks we could do. The only attack we could do is the finish attack, which, of course, is the Spirit Bomb. So, every Ki Sphere we get from this point charges up the meter right here. We need... What is it? I think just immediately on the 2nd turn. Here, let me just do this. Oh, we get 5 rainbows, sure. So I think we could do the Spirit Bomb from our 2nd turn with them. There is the normal Spirit Bomb, right, which is 38 charges or below, and then there's Super Spirit Bomb, which is when we charge up 39. Now, again, keep in mind, every Ki Orb counts as 1 charge for that. And what do we get? 15% attack per, basically, orb we get, if it's a Spirit Bomb, and it's 20% attack per orb we get if it's the Super Spirit Bomb. So, you know, it's going to do insane amounts of damage. Now, I'm not really talking about Vegeta enough right here, so check out Vegeta. So we're at 1.45 million defense. Vegeta guards for 4 turns. Vegeta also creates Rainbow Ki Spheres. And Vegeta gets 8% damage reduction per Ki Sphere. So it's just very easy to just point out to you guys that Vegeta is invincible. And that's all there is to that. He's literally invincible. He has 250% defense at the start of turn. He has all the stack defense you might have had from Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. He's guarding, orb changing, damage reduction. He's my personal dream. This is an interesting unit to me, right? Not just raw damage, not just raw defense. He's actually doing interesting things. So I really like this character here. So at this point, every Ki Sphere we get is going to charge the Spirit Bomb with all, like, with this rotation and with the next rotation, right? You want to typically get as many orbs as possible to really maximize the damage here. In this run, I only got 1 orb with that Goku right there, but in this run, I'm actually just going to go for the normal Spirit Bomb, because there is a different animation for the normal Spirit Bomb, and then a different animation for the Super Spirit Bomb. Once we do the Spirit Bomb, we revert back into Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. So you do want to keep that in mind, right? Again, we want to get as many orbs as possible. I don't want to get same type orbs, though, because I don't want to do the Dokkan attack anytime soon. So let's just get that. And then let's get this right here. Okay, perfect. So now next turn, we are going to be dropping the Spirit Bomb on Paragus. And again, I actually don't know if this has like a KO screen or anything like it attached to it. The normal Spirit Bomb. Again, the Super Spirit Bomb does, of course, which we're going to get in the video as well. I think after we get this, we'll probably cut and come back. I would like to get the 12 key KO screen and then also get the Super Spirit Bomb. I feel like I've pretty much gone over most of what this character does by now. Oh, I probably should talk about their leader skill, which I don't really find too impressive, but I think their leader skill can become significantly stronger as the actual sort of like anniversary goes on. So if we take a look at it, right, their leader skill here is the new Power of Wishes category, which is really not that good, and Final Trump card, which is also not really that good. The problem for Final Trump card is that fusions are pretty dead in this game. We do have a lot of, like, individual super good characters, right? Cooler is incredible. Fusion Zamasu is incredible. Majin Vegeta is really good. The 8th Anniversary LRs, of course, are good. The 7th Anniversary LRs are good. But it's like, once you start to get into the depth of it, a lot of these fusion characters are just not what they once were. I do think, you know, the 5th Anniversary fusions get their easy A. Spirit Bomb and Sword Goku, he's on this, right? Final Trump card? He is. Yeah, like, we could easily massively buff this category with easy A's. So both LR's teams could really become quite a bit better as the actual anniversary does go on, right? Which I assume it's going to. All right, so let's do this. Actually, can I just... This is 9. Yeah, let me just hit this real quick. No, that activates the Super Spirit Bomb. I don't want to do the Super Spirit Bomb. All right, well, I'm just gonna reset. I just want to do the normal Spirit Bomb. Get this animation in here.
VEGETA!
There we go. We got Mr. Satan and Vegeta right there. Okay, I do like that. So there's the normal Spirit Bomb. We did pretty good damage right there. I mean, 15 million, sure, I'll take it. But remember, we could get even crazier when it comes to the Super Spirit Bomb. Now, the other thing, too, about the Spirit Bomb is the way, like, this attack is, actual, like, direct support buffs supercharge the damage. So if you do the Spirit Bomb next to, say, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, or, you know, maybe the 8th Anniversary, you know, GT, like, you know, exchange in a Vegeta, he gives the 80% support. Any major support character that's giving a huge buff like that, the damage will just explode beyond belief from this Spirit Bomb. So, like, direct supports are going to really impact this damage quite a bit. Okay, I'm going to cut here. Let's return. Yeah, because I don't think I'll be able to get... Can I get... I can't get the 12 key. They've probably already built up too much for me to even get the 12 key super attack right here. But we'll come back. There's the two things we want to get. I want to get the Super Spirit Bomb, and I want to get their 12 key KO screen, and then I think I am good here. I do, at the moment, like this character as, I would say, number 2 overall. I think I would go the GT side. This unit is number 2. I'm not sure for number 3 if I would go Piccolo or Vegeta and Trunks. I feel like I'm still going to go Piccolo. I don't want to just be like, oh, you know, there's better units, have better teams now, so Piccolo is dead. Like, no, I feel like I'll probably put Piccolo 3, probably Vegeta and Trunks at 4, and probably AGL LR Gohan at 5. That's probably what I'm going to do. Yeah, look at this. We can't even... we can't even get their 12 key super attack right here. This really strong turn. Let's see what they do in turn 1. Right, remember, they get 100% less attack in slot 1 right here. So we'll do this, and then we'll come back with the Super Spirit Bomb, and again, the 12 key KO screen that they can get as well. So what attack sets we get? 10 million. Remember, that extra 100% attack in slot 2 and 3 does really go quite hard. I love their permanent key stacking mechanic, though, is just really so damn good. Alright guys, so here I just want to get the 12 key finish animation right here, which we should be able to get pretty easily. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like. Let's just get this 12 key KO screen right here, then we'll go ahead and finish up with the Super Spirit Bomb. But yeah, really incredible unit. I do think Dokkan, massive W with these 8th anniversary characters. They are pretty cool. I mean, it's not the craziest KO screen ever, but hey, they do actually have like a unique KO screen on each 12 and 18 key. I think they're the first unit that's got that, right? Is there another character that has like both like that? Not that I could think of. Okay, so yeah, let me just come back. Let's get the Super Spirit Bomb, which is definitely one of the best looking animations in the game. Dokkan did really outdo themselves with that one, for sure. Alright guys, so here we are, after we are able to charge up the Spirit Bomb for a huge amount of time, right? You just keep getting key, getting key, getting key. You can overcharge it too, up until the point where, you know, you only... How long is a standby? It's for 5 turns, right? So, you know, you go up until that last turn, and then you kind of have to shoot the Spirit Bomb, or else you're going to just revert back into Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. But this is one of the strongest attacks in the game. It is just, you know, soul-crushing, skull-shattering, all of it. Let's go ahead and drop this. This is the Super Spirit Bomb. So there is LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Definitely one of my favorite units in the game. This KO screen, I mean, dude, this is where I just love Dokkan. Like, you see stuff like this is cool, man. I love this so much. So, let me know what you guys think of this character. Again, right now, with the current, like, I guess, like, meta of the difficult content, I guess so to say, I would probably think that the GT character is a bit better, but I like that these two units are different. To me, unlike the 7th anniversary LRs, where they had little differences, but functionally they're the same unit, there actually is significant differences here. Like, while they are very, very similar, it's also not similar at all. I think they did a fantastic job. Combing through the design of both characters, I think that they're perfectly done. You guys know, typically, I could, like, nitpick, oh, if only they had this here or that here. Looking through this kit, like, it looks good, right? I mean, you can make this unit stronger if they had some extra defensive ability in base, this Goku and Vegeta right here. Like, again, if they guarded, even guarding for, like, the first 3 turns or something like that could be pretty strong. But, like, besides that, I like what they did with the whole kit. I think Vegeta in base being the defensive god of the game is very interesting. The huge Spirit Bomb attack. Great link set on a lot of teams. I think that this is just really good for the game. So let me know what you guys think of 8th anniversary LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku and LR Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. And then, of course, we have sort of like the standby exchange into the base Goku and Vegeta. I love this shit. I love it so much. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.